all done. Harry and Meghan Quake in boots as royal family to make late decision over Christmas. The royal family's Christmas plans will be subject to a late decision, royal expert Russell Myers has claimed amid speculation about whether Meghan Markle and Prince Harry will return to the UK. As COVID cases have risen sharply across the UK in December, fueled by the Omicron variant of the virus, many families are now mulling over their Christmas plans, and the royals are no different. The Queen, 95, cancelled her traditional pre-Christmas lunch for members of her extended family this week due to the spike in COVID cases. The annual get-together had been set to take place during the first half of next week at Windsor Castle. The gathering, usually held before the Queen departs for Christmas at her Sandringham estate in Norfolk, was also scrapped last year because of the pandemic. Before the Queen's cancellation amid the latest COVID surge, questions were raised about when the royal family's Christmas plans would be revealed. The royal editor Russell Myers questioned whether Meghan and Harry would return to the UK to celebrate Christmas with the Queen. The couple announced their intention to step back from their royal roles last year before eventually settling down in Montecito, California in the US. Mr. Myers discussed when the royal family's Christmas plans would be outlined as he appeared on Regal podcast Pod Save the Queen, hosted by Zoe Forsey, at the end of October. He said, "I think it will be a fairly late decision because things are so fluid at the moment. Who knows what will be happening, so I don't think it's going to be anytime soon. One would assume there will be some sort of family Christmas with the Queen at Sandringham, but I'm not a fortune teller." The journalist's comments came at the end of a month in which the Queen dramatically cut down her workload due to her health. The country's longest-serving monarch axed several high-profile public appearances and since then has been mostly undertaking light desk-based duties. It came after Her Majesty was admitted to hospital for her first overnight stay in 8 years as she underwent preliminary medical checks, which were not related to COVID. Mr. Myers said, "I think it will be really interesting to see what we have in terms of a royal family Christmas this year. Because obviously last year was devastating, the Queen and Prince Philip on their own in Windsor, everybody staying in their own houses. And will there be an opportunity to get all together as a family, and indeed will Harry and Meghan come back for it? The Queen is probably not in the best of health. She is doing all right, but she is understandably resting. Will Harry and Meghan come back and use that opportunity? Only time will tell, I think." The Queen was reported to have taken the decision to cancel her pre-Christmas bash with regret. She made the move as a precautionary measure to reduce the impact on other people's festive plans, according to the royal editor Roy Nikha. Meghan and Harry have not confirmed their Christmas plans for this year. Last year the Duke and Duchess of Sussex spent the festive period in Montecito, while the previous 3 years were spent at Sandringham. The Queen is set to make a decision about her Christmas celebrations in the next 48 hours. She may have to alter or cancel her plans as COVID rates surge and tougher restrictions may be imposed. She is awaiting advice from her senior aides who are in regular contact with government officials. It is understood Her Majesty is determined to celebrate the festive season with her family at Sandringham. The monarch, 95, who has suffered ill health recently, is due to fly by helicopter to the estate in Norfolk on Wednesday, rather than travelling by train as she has in previous years. A source said, "The Queen and the rest of the family are mindful the situation is ever-changing and many thousands of families may also be affected. A decision on whether the Queen travels as planned will be made as soon as possible."